Hi there, as usually it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines. Well, it seems the winter is here. We were waiting for it to make an exciting experiment. As you may remember, last summer we made a video about these electric Citycocos. That video turned out to be quite interesting, so today we decided to make another video about them, but in winter conditions. We'll find out how these vehicles can go in frosty weather, and the most interesting, we will make a range test and compare the results with summer ones. So we have a lot of things to do today, so get comfortable, my friends, we are to start right now. Though we made a detailed review of these vehicles, let me remind you the main features of these bikes. As you can see, it's a trike. It's good for rides in the country. It's safe, comfortable and eco-friendly transport for everyday use. It has a rear drive. There is a lithium battery 60 volts, 21 ampere-hours capacity. The battery is demountable. It's easy to take it off for charging. The trike can be equipped with an additional battery installed into the frame. It also can be demounted. The motor has power 3 kW. It's installed together with a reducer and differential. There is a full set of suspension system. It can be adjusted according to your demands. All three wheels are equipped with hydraulic disc brakes. The display is big and bright. The handlebar is pretty standard, with a phone holder and charging. Then I should mention awesome lights and full set of lighting signals. There is a big seat for 2 passengers, white plastic fenders, all-terrain tires and rear plastic box. There is an alarm system that, by the way, works very neatly. Well, we refreshed all the construction details of these vehicles. Now it's time for the practice. And before we make a certain tests, let's enjoy the ride in this amazing winter forest. Every time when I am testing any electric vehicle, I always feel an excitement about the silence and no exhaust of these bikes. And you know, the more I am riding electric cars, the more reluctantly I come back to the gasoline ones. The engine noise irritates me more and more. But there are many people who can't imagine any ride without an engine noise. Well, it's a matter of taste, of course. As to this particular trike, I can't say it differs greatly to the summer performance. I am enjoying riding on these snowy forest roads. The trike has 3 wheels, so it's quite stable on snow, unlike any 2-wheeled bike. And the reducer motor provides a good torque moving through snow. Besides, the suspension system also works properly. I can't say it's very comfortable. No, in frosty weather it's rough. Nevertheless, it works. As we know, there is a rear-wheel drive with differential, so we don't expect from this trike any off-roading abilities. On the other hand, we have here all-terrain tires, so if the snow is not very deep, it goes here quite efficiently. But if the snow lies a bit deeper, the vehicle gets stuck immediately, so again, do not expect much from it. Let's get back to a proper road and not to burn our battery here. Well, it's high time to start the range test, but not to waste time. We will make other tests simultaneously. Vadim and Pasha will help me to do that. Before we start to measure the range, let's remember the summer results. On those sunny days we managed to get an impressive result, 83 kilometers with double battery. But let's get back to our winter forest. First of all, I should say, it's going to be a very harsh test. On one hand, it's frosty, that is not good for the battery performance. But what's even worse, there is much snow on the road, so it will be a hard task for the trike to move in such conditions. Anyway, it's a winter test, isn't it? So let's begin. Meantime, my colleagues are moving on with some other tests. To add some fun to our rides, we slightly modified one of the trikes. We just welded the rear differential. I think all the drift lovers would approve such modification. As a result, it's much more fun to ride on the vehicle on snowy roads, cause it's drifting all along the way. On the other hand, it's not a drift car. The trike is cut out for smooth rides in the country. It's good to go shopping, for example, or make some stuff on a farm. Its maximum speed is 45 km per hour in summer conditions. The brakes work quite efficiently, and it's stable on road, so it will be a hard task to turn it upside down. But we managed to do that, as you can see, so don't follow our example and ride with caution. When we left the good road, we found ourselves in a forest. It's impossible to ride here in summer, cause there is a swamp here. But now it's frozen, and we can ride here enjoying the hidden secret places of the forest. By the way, the trike weighs about 100 kilos, but it feels light when riding. And it's enough 3 kW power engine. For the most cases, taking into account it works together with the reducer. The carrying capacity is 250 kilos, so it's suitable for 2 people. To my mind, these trikes are perfect transport for short-distance country rides. The suspension system provides enough comfort to move on a rough terrain, but mind that it's quite tough in a frosty weather. Meantime, I am going on making a range test, and it's obviously now that it's a hard task for the motor to move here, even at a speed about 30 km per hour. Besides, I made a mistake. I started to ride with one battery plugged in, but after some time of riding, I switched on the second battery. Actually, I should have switched them on both when I started riding. As a result, we've lost some energy due to the balancing system in the batteries. But what's done is done, so I am moving on with the range test. Quite an useful feature, it's a reverse mode. They have just to push a button and the trike moves backward. It makes much easier traveling through tight forest roads as opposed to gas bikes, where you have to operate a complicated gearbox. But if the differential is locked, you even don't need a reverse mode. It's so maneuverable. This test shows us the power of a reducer motor. Let's try to tow this quad with 700 kilos weight, plus my 90. It's a hard test, but due to the reducer motor, it managed to tow the ATV, as we can see. While I'm finishing the range test, let's speak in a word about the prices. The standard set of this vehicle with one battery costs $1,500. The additional battery will cost you $350. Meantime, the range test comes to an end, but the frost and snow greatly reduced the total result. It's 37 kilometers. I think it was an interesting experiment, showing us that the difference between summer and winter results of the same electric vehicle is more than 2 times. Please post your comments, what is your difference between summer and winter range? Thanks for watching, my friends. Consider subscribing the channel if you liked this video. Stay with us, there will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.